You must have heard the word mental stability or strength in a lot of modern social media posts and things like that. What does it mean? Most people don't understand. I can say from my experience is that basically it is becoming more mature in your life. And if you see from your own experience, you might tell people who are older that they are more mature, more calm. It's not because they have taken something extra in life, it is just they have become more mentally stable or strong over time. And anybody can become that as well. It doesn't mean that you have to become old. Obviously you will get old one day, but you don't have to be mentally strong to you have to be old to become mentally strong. So that's not the prerequisite, something like that. Based upon my experience, I have changed a lot over the time, and definitely I can say you can become mentally strong if you follow certain things in life. And that is what I'm going to cover today. Welcome to Money Mindset and More. And today I'm going to share probably 7 points which I have felt over time have helped me a lot to become mentally stronger. First and foremost is move on. Moving on from things is extremely important, whether it is getting fired, not able to perform in a job, your business fails, your proposal got rejected, and list just goes on and on. Now, if you don't learn how to move on, you will accumulate all those failure and become a much bigger failure in life. What I normally tell people is that it is something which is a setback from which you have to move on. It's very similar to boarding a wrong train. So if you board a wrong train, what you are supposed to be doing that you should get off at the next station as early as possible so that you can take journey back. Longer you take the journey in the wrong direction, more time you are going to take to come back on your correct path. So move on from your mistakes quickly. Don't ever feel sorry for yourself, not sorry for anybody. You should definitely understand and learn this. It will help you a lot in becoming a mentally strong person. The next one is you need to embrace changes. In my life, between two countries, lots of travel, I can say change is something which is always constant. Most people say that, let's for example, let's say you are traveling, your train got delayed, you might be thinking, oh, what's bad luck. In my travel experience, I have probably experienced all kind of permutation and combination of getting delayed, everything which you can think of. So for me, if I travel and I get delayed, I will simply start doing something, reading something or writing something, so that I can just use my time. Now, why I'm saying that, because this is something which has changed over time. Your control on things are something which you feel that you can control, but in reality that's not true. So similar thing goes for changes. So let's say tomorrow AI has taken your job and you was crying for it. Rather than better approach is that you learn and get profit out of it. So if you don't embrace it, you are going to suffer. If you embrace it, you are going to earn and probably become more prosperous. Also, you don't have to waste your energy on things you cannot control. I actually combined the with previous point. There are so many things which are not in control. If you stop wasting your energy on those, you can actually get better use of your time, money, and resources. Extremely important, time, money, and resources. You have to understand whatever you have, what best you can do out of that. Next one is you should not be afraid of speaking what you want to say, and you should be kind enough to talk to people, and you should be fair enough. I always try these things, and I am always direct. While I would say that being direct is always has its own consequences, but ultimately it makes me feel better for myself, and that's how whenever I am direct with somebody, it makes me more mentally strong. And I keep it. I cannot talk about in democratic way with many people, like anybody with whom I have worked for in the past. If I don't like something, I can say directly on their face, and most of the people don't like it, and you will feel the same. But on the back, when I look back, I never regret it because I was direct and honest. That's what you should be doing as well. Next one is you have to take lots of calculated risks. If you're not going to take risks in your life, you are going to struggle for sure. It's not about only making more money and things like that. Risk can be finding a life partner, risk can be settling in a new country, risk can be joining a new company, risk can be starting a new business. All those things are risks. And the biggest risk is not taking any calculated risk. That's how I can put it. So you should always calculate every single thing. What can be the worst scenario, what can be the best scenario, and then figure out between that where you stand in a parameter of whether you can hit the worst or you can hit the best. Most of the time people underestimate the positive side of anything and overestimate the negative side of things. So you have to get out of that by doing calculated risk. And the last one is you need to be comfortable in discomfort. That is actually something which most people don't understand. They live a comfortable life in their comfort zone, while they claim that they are not in their comfort zone just by, let's say for example, somebody is very health conscious and they go to gym every day and they can claim they are out of their comfort zone. That's not true. That is a basic need actually. Comfort zone is something you are, let's say you are working on a job and you evening you are doing something which is learning new skill, weekend you are using that skill to develop something. Now these things are considering the discomfort, because this is going to be something which is not going to yield your results. For example, these videos which I make, hardly anybody watches, let's say probably 1 views, 2 views, things like that. Does it make sense for me to keep making these videos? Absolutely yes. Why? Because first of all, this puts me in discomfort talking in front of camera. Second, it pressurized me to work on my pronunciation, my thought process, my content sharing, and my discipline. So all these points are discomfort for most of the people, and that's why when you go to my channel, you will find, let's say, 900 videos, and you will not find same kind of videos on other platforms for other people. They might have more knowledge than me, or they might be better speaker than me. So, but only difference is that I'm living out of my comfort zone. So, and that is definitely going to yield result in next 5 years. That's how I plan the goals. The next 5 years, what I need from my these videos and things like that. So very carefully you have to see what something which you are doing which will makes you discomfort in life, and you should be keep doing more of that if you want to grow. That's my experience and that's how I'm growing. So now these points which I have shared with you based upon my experience, they definitely have changed me. The monetary wise, where I started, let's say 14 years ago, probably I am 10 or 20 times of that, maybe between 10 to 15 times of that. And in next 10 years, that will be probably 15 times of today's worth. So you have to be keep working on things and make your growth targets such ambitious that you will have to go in discomfort to achieve those goals. So this is what I wanted to share today, and let me know if you have any thoughts. I would love to discuss if you have any specific points on these, and please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Take care.